Have you ever felt like your entire life is just an elaborate performance? Like you're a character in a book you didn't write, reciting lines for an audience that isn't even there? You wake up, you put on the professional face, the smart take, the relatable social media persona, and somewhere in the background, you feel this dull, vibrating exhaustion. You're not tired from walking, you're tired from existing as a hollow structure. I've been obsessing over Fyodor Dostoevsky's book, Demons. It's one of those books most people buy to look smart and never finish it. I mean, let's be real, it's a beast of a book. Anyway, there's a character in there named Stephan I hope I got that right, is Russian, who is the patron saint of the modern fraud. He spent 20 years playing, should I say, the persecuted intellectual, wearing his misery like a designer suit. The scary part, he knew he was faking it. Towards the end, he has this brutal realization that if he were actually happy, he would have to forgive his enemies. And he didn't want to. He realized his bitterness was his anchor. It was the only thing keeping him from drifting into the void of being a nobody. This is the part that hit me. We are all Stephan. I know that's quite a generalization. But the truth is that most of us cling to our grudges and our smart brand identities because we are terrified that if we drop the act, there's no floor beneath our feet. We aren't scared of being nobodies. We are terrified that being a nobody is the only way to be real. I'm currently working through some notes on this back-end code of human behavior, trying to turn them into a book eventually. And I keep getting put back to the story of Moses and the burning bush. Think about the mechanism of that moment. He's minding his own business and he hits a patch of ground that isn't just dirt. That patch was on fire. It's the divine. And the first command is simple but impossible. Take off your shoes, or whatever they were wearing that back then. The most rational follow-up question is, why was the first command be that? And I'm glad you asked. I believe it's because you can't walk on holy ground in the cheap fake shoes of your persona. Holy ground isn't necessarily a church or some ritual space. It is the only place in the universe where a mask simply cannot exist. It's that rupture, that tectonic break in the otherwise straight, homogeneous surface of your persona. It is essentially where your brand finally hits reality. And the divine is certainly not a Hallmark card. It's fire. It's the same fire from the story of Moses. And it makes perfect sense, because fire is one of those phenomena that is fundamentally indifferent. It creates or it destroys, depending entirely on the handler. It burns and it doesn't apologize. Fire doesn't have a preference. It doesn't care about your resume or your follower count. Because of this indifference, the onus is on the handler to decide, do you want to be the conductor for that energy? To do that, you have to build the right conduit, a passage for it to flow through you. If you don't, you become fuel for it, especially if you are full of dead, dry wood, which, let's be honest, is just your collection of performances. In this sense, the fire doesn't set you on the path to your destiny the way it did for Moses. It simply consumes you. It uses your brand, your ego, and your collection of dead wood as kindling to keep burning. Stephan finally died in the novel. Spoiler alert if you plan on reading it. He died because the light of realization was too hot for his hollow soul. He had lived as a shell for so long that when the truth finally hit him, it went straight through him. The fire used him as fuel to keep burning, and ironically enough, he died through a high fever. What an irony of temperature. Look, the truth is that we are all trying to be authentic while wearing our mask, especially the digital ones. It's like we want the transformation without the convulsion. We want the gold the dragon hurts, without knowing how to tame the dragon. We usually think that burnout is just a management problem. I know I did. But it isn't. Burnout is actually a biological response to the friction of a lie. It's your nervous system trying to unburden itself. It's screaming at you to stop performing so it doesn't have to carry the weight of the mask no more. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you won't be fatigued even when you are being quote-unquote real. You will, of course. But the exhaustion of a performance is fundamentally different from the exhaustion of actually living. One is a slow, structural collapse. The other is just the honest cost of building something that lasts. I'm asking myself this while I'm making this audio in real time. Am I ready to take off the sandals? Am I ready to admit that my ankle, my need to be smart, to be that smart guy, that writer, it might be the only thing keeping me from the fire? It's ugly, it's terrifying, but it's really the only way to actually start living. I'm Gideon, and I'm mapping out this code of human behavior as I go. So I'm putting this back on you, my listener. What's the one anchor, the one grievance, the one identity, the one mask that you're holding on to because you're scared of who you would be without it? Let's talk about it. Or don't. The fire is going to burn anyway.